Alright, welcome back. In the last episode I did, we just set up this lovely, very, very empty belt of rocket fuel. I couldn't think of the word. Set up rocket fuel. So that is going to start storing up here in this buffer chest. We're almost at the point where we can launch a rocket. This does take a bunch of time. It has to go through each one of these. Each part takes like 3 seconds to craft, so it does take a good amount of time. And you know what? I just realized I'm not bringing myself speed modules. So I want speed modules because we're going to start putting those in everything. And because we're going to start putting those in everything, we're going to spike in power. Speed modules increase the amount of power needed by half. So a good amount. I mean, in a couple machines, it's not that big a deal, but when you start putting it in every machine, you know, say you're making, all your machines are using, 100 megawatts for all your machines. If you put blue modules in all your machines, you'll now be using 150 megawatts. So granted, I'm not going to be putting them in everything, but I still like to have way more power than I need. So let's see here. While this builds up, we can't really, I mean, just launching the rocket's not enough now. We're going to need all the stuff to even start making a space platform. So I guess I could do that now. I could set up a machine that makes this. So we need, for space platform, it takes 20 steel and 20 copper cables. So we're going to do that right here. Now that I'm thinking about it. And we need copper cables. These craft in 10 seconds. Like 4 per second, I think it was. So yeah, this should be good. And TBH, I'm gonna do 2 of them. So these need copper. And these need steel. Whatever, that works. So copper right here. We're gonna need a lot of this stuff. This is the space platform foundation. You'll see, we need a lot of it. It's almost like a landfill for space. So one of those makes like one tiny little square, and if we're going to build a huge rocket, we need tons of it. So branch this off right here. And then we need steel going down about-ish right here. Close enough. So now we're going to start making this stuff. That should be enough. Speed module it up like I like to do. Definitely going to have to worry about some more power soon. So I'm going to take some of this sulfuric acid we have, and I'm going to go start mining. Hey, we got our first rocket. Let's go. So we have a rocket ready. However, it's not as simple as just launching it. That used to be in the base game before they made Space Age. You would just launch it into space. It brings back whatever it was, 1,000 white science. There you go. Not anymore. Now, in order to make white science, to even unlock it, we have to launch a space platform, which is this thing, which takes all these to make. So I'll do that in a second. Then we unlock the white science, the space science, and then to make it we need ice, iron plate, and carbon. So 2 of those we haven't even seen yet. They're things that obviously are only found in space. And I'm gonna start unlocking the stuff for nuclear by mining some uranium, because power is about to be something we need a lot of. And also, while I'm thinking about it, we got a lot of solar panels stocked up, so I can grab this thing and I'm gonna say, hey, double it. I want a whole nother thing of it. So there we go. They're gonna take what's stocked up and start building that up there, and that'll give us also some more power. This is right here, so we need to bring it right about here. Okay. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. I know we're gonna need a pump soon, so I'm just gonna throw one down here. And we gotta power it. I was looking at the achievements for this game. There's actually, I only really have like half the achievements, so now I kind of want to do some like achievement hunting runs. I think probably because I mess with the settings a lot, tone down the biters and whatnot, like unlock this. Remember that I was saying how early on you're not supposed to have access to the blueprinting thing, copy pasting and all that. Like I'll keep that unlocked for my playthroughs now just out of convenience. But I feel like doing a lot of those things, I'm disabling achievements on most of my playthroughs. So I think I should do some fun playthroughs where I just go achievement hunting. Maybe I could make videos on it. I don't know. Alright, so the reason I brought sulfuric acid down here is because in order to mine this uranium, consumes sulfuric acid. So you can't just put a mining drill down on uranium. You have to have sulfuric acid. Or you have to have sulfuric acid for it to work. So these, they have inputs for it at the sides and front. So usually what I'll do is let's put this down like I would any other mining drill ore patch setup, and then I'll show you how I feed in the okay. It's really dark out here. This is how I personally do it. I know there's probably some other ways to do it, but they all connect to each other. So if it goes in one, it's going to come out the side and back of each one. So you can just back to back, you know, line them up like this. And I'll just do a little thing at the edges like this. Just for extra, extra insurance that they're attached and all going to be collecting the same amount. I don't know if this part's that necessary, but I just like to do it. That way I'm for sure that they are all connected to the same input of sulfuric acid. So this one, bring down here. And we'll do the same thing up here. One big loop. All right. So now these all have sulfuric acid running through them, and we just have to place down some power, which I realize now that I didn't bring it down here, but there was luckily a radar right there, so that's good. And then to get these middle ones, I'm just gonna destroy like this. There we go. And these still, like, even though these ones aren't connected, it flows through here and through here, so I know that's fine. Okay. So now we are mining uranium. We unlock this technology. Now we can research all the nuclear stuff. Super necessary. There is a kind of a stipulation with this stuff in that you can't use it right away. I will explain it in a second once I get all this going somewhere. Okay. So now we have uranium ore. However, we can't do uranium processing yet until we get these machines built. So we need centrifuges for this. And we just did concrete not too long ago, so we can build these somewhere. That's going to take a while though. But I got that science unlocked at least, and we're researching the nuclear power. Then I'm going to have to set up a space that's somewhere that's making all these things. So I'll probably set that up in the same area on the bus just because it takes a lot of the same things. But let's go back up here. I just wanted to research that because it's been staring at me for a minute. Very soon I will be able to get this, and then once I have that for fuel, I can get rid of all these solar panels and have a couple exoskeletons to run faster. So these only stack to 20, so this is really not that great of a buffer chest, but 512, that's 5 rockets worth. It's not bad at all. And we already have 95 space platforms, so I'm going to take that in my pocket, and we're going to make a space platform starter pack. So we also need 20 blue chips, which we now have storing right here, and 20 steel, which is right here. So I'm going to handcraft one of these. I should build a machine, which I'll get to that. I'll probably make all the space stuff maybe in this area. For now, I'm just going to handcraft it so I can kind of explain it as I go. To do anything in space, you have to start with a space platform starter pack. So this is basically where the rocket's going to deploy and make a little thing that you can ship more rockets to. Once we do that, we're going to learn the tech for all this stuff. And I don't see any more construction bots moving. We got 1.6 thousand red belts saved up. So I'm again gonna drop my big upgrade planner. These are all upgraded, or at least what can be, until I get more Roboport coverage. So let me do this. A little bit of overkill on the Roboports, but that's okay. There is still more stuff that needs Roboport coverage out there before these bots know that they can bring the belts out there. Can't do it till they have more of these. But I built this space platform starter pack, so we're going to go over to the rocket and we're going to put that in the cargo. When you hover over everything, it tells you how much will fit into a rocket. So see, these copper plates can fit 10 stacks into a rocket. However, this one item, it can only fit 1 into the rocket. So we put it in the rocket's inventory, and I'm going to say build new space platform. Sure, we'll leave it at, what should I name it? I'll name it first. Oh, this one's going to be for science. I'm not going to build a ship for anything except for white science. So this is going to be space science. Alright, so this is now going to launch We have liftoff. And we beat the game. No. Not quite. Just wait a couple seconds for it to finish traveling out into space. Now we've launched one, so we unlocked space science. So we have to do one more thing in order to fully unlock this, which is build an asteroid collector. So if we press M, you can look. We have a space platform, which is the ground that it's floating on. And for some reason, I don't have this mod on that I like to have on. Why is my mod not on? Let's see, mod settings. There we go. I like having this because it looks cool. So now it looks like my space platform is hanging out above Novice. So now we need to start sending more things up here. It's really cool. You can build remotely. So there's 10 extra space platforms. So I can press Q to select space platforms and build, and it'll just automatically build. Like robots don't have to come and place it. It's used up. That was 10 already. So these things that we're making here, you need hundreds and hundreds of them. So probably need a couple more machines making these, to be honest. But maybe I could make like another one of these setups right here. Because honestly, we're just going to need so many that 4 machines making it, that's a decent amount. Making 12 per minute. So not even really that much. But yeah, so we're going to have to send a lot more rockets of this up to space. And in the meantime, I am going to... We unlock these as well. So we unlock the crafting of those 3 things for the science pack, which is carbon and ice. And this one you get iron ore. So you get carbon, ice, and iron ore from these asteroids that are out here floating around. I can't really demonstrate it until I get these things built, but these have the ores that I need. So this one's ice. This one's the iron one. This one's the carbon one. So that's all stuff that we're going to need. But before we can do that, we need an asteroid collector. So electric engine units, low density structure, and blue chips. Now our production of chips is kind of waning, which means we're going to need more iron. We're just not making enough iron yet. Oh, like I said before, we need more raw iron being brought into these belts for these to be full belts. So that will also be a challenge. Not a challenge, just something we gotta do. Because our chips are slowing way down. Let me get this set up. So I need asteroid collectors. I actually need all 3 of these things. I need cargo bays, asteroid collectors, and crushers. And these all take the same things, which are low density structures, blue chips, and electric engine units. So we're gonna build it right here, I think, because I can grab both of those things. So this one, we're going to make cargo bays. This one, we're going to make asteroid collectors. And this one, we're going to make crushers. We have nuclear researched, so we can also build a little setup that's crafting all the things we're going to need for that. Let's see. So this is going to take some blue chips in for these things. Oops. I'm going to limit this right now to just a few. I think these are like a stack of like 1. Stack size 10. Same with these, and probably the same with these. Yep, stack size 10. I'm also going to do something here. I have been making quality modules. Quality is a whole thing in itself that will take a little bit of time explaining, because I still haven't fully gotten, you know, the entire gist of the quality stuff yet. But I'll explain it in pretty soon. We're going to be using quality stuff, but anyone that knows what it does will understand why I'm going to take some quality modules and I'm going to throw them in these assemblers right here. So quality modules. We're going to leave that open to right there, there, and there. I'm going to leave that open in that much space. So then we need low density structures. And our little thing building blue chips is waning pretty hard because the green chips are running very low. So lots of things we're going to have to do. This one needs steel. These two need electric engine units. So let me get those things brought down there. I'm going to do a little bit of spaghetti right here. I need both of these things, and I can do this, and now I have both of these things, steel and engine units. I need them right here, so we're gonna come out here, over, like so. Oops. It's dark over here, so let's put some lights down. And there we go. So now we're making all of these things. I'm going to take some of these blue chips and I'm going to fill these up. So they get some of those. So now we have a crusher. I think we have to build that out on the space platform. But we're going to need all 3 of these things up here in space. For right now, I am going to launch a couple more rockets with only the space foundation. And so the thing with these rockets, normally you would have to load it in and then click deliver cargo, choose which one you're going to send it to. But because up here I have blueprints, so it already needs space platform, it just auto launches the rocket. So that's the way to definitely like automate it. Press plus a few times on my numpad to increase the size. And I probably will go a little bit overboard in the size that I need, but that's fine for right now. We're just gonna mess with it. This part I'm like not that versed in, so I'm gonna try to build everything here up here from scratch. All my space platforms, spaceships, all that. So that should be fun. Trying to figure out that. Automatic requests from space platforms. That's basically going to make it so I can't load anything manually, but it should. Automatic request missing materials for construction. So this should be requesting this space platform out of here. There might have to be enough to fill a rocket. Let me see. Yeah. So once there's enough for a full stack into a rocket, then it'll, the logistics network will grab it from the producing chest, put it into the demanding chest, which is the rocket, and it'll launch it. So it's basically going to run on autopilot till this whole thing is built. So I'm going to leave that to do its thing, because this is going to take a long time. And let's see, what do I do next? I think next we're gonna want to get more iron, because this low amount of chips is bugging me. This down, and we still need a lot of belts for upgrades. Put down an upgrade planner so the bots start upgrading belts, and we are, I think I also want to start putting down concrete everywhere. Or at least I will do that soon. I want to concrete the base up. That would help me run faster back and forth. But I just sent all the construction bots to do upgrades, so they're going to do that first. More iron. We're also low on steel. Need more steel. For that, we just need more smelting. We're at the point too where we can almost upgrade to electric furnaces, but those are very heavy on the power. So I want to wait until I get like nuclear going for that, I think. Let's think here. Man, there's a lot of things I could do. I'm trying to decide what to do first. If I do the iron, if I do the nuclear power, one of the other two sciences. Ugh, so many choices. I think I'm gonna bring in some iron. So this might be the point when I use my first train. So we have a bunch of iron right here. I could load it up onto a train and bring it over, drop it off like right here. And that would be like a really short train stop. I don't know, do I even do a train? I know you're supposed to. Maybe I don't even do a train, since I'm only bringing ore over. So that's my hesitation to use trains. I feel like that's why I'm so stuck in that point of like never getting to a mega base. Like I would love to have a mega base with like trains flying everywhere. I just never really know exactly when to start that. I feel like with this early base, I'm still going to be using the bus heavily. I think train bases are for when you go way farther distances. Like if I'm going to start building out here, but I need this here, I'll have to bring it somewhere, smelt it, bring it up to the thing. For right here, since I only need the ore to go this far, I think it's just not even that worth it for a train just yet. Get rid of all the trees and rocks on this ore patch. I'm not trying to make this perfect. I'm just trying to supplement my little bit of iron ore shortage we got going on right now. Okay. That's good. Get power here. Now that we're using these big power poles, we don't have to do the little trick in the middle, so that's super nice. Coverage on these is awesome, and it can get better with better quality ones. Oops, that's not good. I want those touching. That's not lined up. I like them to be lined up. There we go. Okay. And one more right here. Destroy all these trees. I'm gonna send these onto this belt. It's 1, 2, 3, and the same for up here. It's just gonna be added onto this belt. Okay. I'm gonna do a little balancer. These. And modules are crazy. You can start putting modules like here. I could put speed, efficiency, quality, or productivity. You can even put them all the way from the beginning in the mining drills, but I just don't want to tax my power like that yet. So I could go back and put those on like the early mining drills that are kind of stuck right now. But instead of making them go faster, I'm just going to do more. So this is 4 more full lanes of iron ore. I'm just going to bring this over here and like patch it in on this line. So it's full. But I will have to do that in the next video because I'm around my 30-minute mark already. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.